Have you ever sat in a quiet room, the same room you've known for years, and felt the silence? Not the peaceful quiet of a sleeping house, but a different kind of silence, one that echoes, an emptiness that feels so vast it seems to have a weight of its own. Perhaps you've looked around at the familiar chairs, the photographs, the life you've built, and realized with a sudden, sharp pang in your heart, it's just you now. No one to cook for tonight, no one to ask how your day was, no one to share the simple, unfolding moments of life with. If that feeling is familiar, if that profound quiet has ever been your unwelcome guest, I want you to know, before we say another word, that you are not alone in that feeling. Not for a single moment. Hello, my dear friends, and a very warm welcome back to Elderflowerings. I am so honored that you are here joining us for what I believe is one of the most important and heartfelt conversations we can have. We are going to talk about what to do when you grow old and find yourself left alone. Life, in its beautiful and sometimes painful unfolding, often brings unexpected changes. Dear friends may move away. A beloved spouse or partner may pass on. Our wonderful children, as they should, become deeply engrossed in their own busy lives and families. And suddenly, the home that once felt full of life, laughter, and loving chaos can feel too big, too quiet, too empty. But here is a profound truth that many who have walked this path before you have discovered. Loneliness is not just about being physically alone. It is about feeling disconnected. Disconnected from others, yes, but also disconnected from a sense of purpose, from joy, and sometimes even from ourselves. And that is what we are going to explore today. Because being alone does not have to mean being lonely. In fact, this season of life, this time when you are perhaps more with yourself than ever before, holds within it the potential to become one of your richest, most meaningful, and most peaceful chapters yet. But it doesn't always happen by accident. It takes intention. It takes courage. It takes a gentle and loving heart directed both outward and, crucially, inward. And it often starts with a few simple, conscious shifts in how we approach our days. Today, we will explore 5 profound invitations for living a full and meaningful life, even in the quiet moments. Let's begin. When you grow old and are left alone, 5 loving things to do for yourself. Part 1. Reclaim your rhythm and nurture your space. When you find yourself living alone, especially after many years of shared routines, one of the first things to often feel lost is a sense of structure. There are no school drop-offs, no work meetings, no one else's schedule to consider. At first, that absolute freedom can feel exhilarating. But as weeks turn into months, too much unstructured, empty time can become a trap. Days can begin to blur into one another. Motivation can slip away. You might lose track of when you last cooked a proper, nourishing meal, or when you last stepped outside for a breath of fresh air. This lack of rhythm can lead to a feeling of aimlessness and can amplify feelings of loneliness. The first, most foundational thing you can do for yourself is to gently create a structure for your day. This isn't about creating a rigid, stressful schedule. It is about giving your day a gentle, supportive framework, a rhythm that provides a sense of purpose and forward motion. A morning ritual. How you start your day sets the tone for everything that follows. Create a simple morning ritual that is just for you. It could be waking up at roughly the same time each morning. It could be the simple mindful act of making your bed, which is a powerful psychological signal that the day has begun and you are ready to meet it. Perhaps it's enjoying a cup of tea or coffee by your favorite window, watching the world wake up. It could be a few gentle stretches, 5 minutes of quiet meditation, or reading a single page from an inspiring book. The what is less important than the consistency of a loving, gentle start to your day. Plan one small thing. Look at your day ahead and plan just one small thing for the morning, one for the afternoon, and one for the evening. It doesn't have to be monumental. Morning, walk to the end of the driveway and back. Afternoon, organize one small kitchen drawer. Evening, watch that classic movie I love. This simple act of planning gives your hours meaning and provides small things to look forward to, breaking up the vastness of an empty day. As you reclaim the rhythm of your time, also consider the rhythm of your space. When you live alone, especially in a home that once held more people, your environment can either be a source of deep comfort or a constant draining reminder of what's changed. Clutter can pile up in unused rooms. Old furniture, once part of a shared life, can gather dust. It's so easy to stop caring, to let things go. But your home is a direct reflection of how you feel about yourself and your life. I invite you to make your home a sanctuary that actively supports and nourishes you. Again, start small. One corner at a time. Don't try to overhaul the whole house at once. That's overwhelming. Choose one small corner of one room. Clean it thoroughly. Place something beautiful there, a single flower in a vase, a framed photograph that brings you pure joy, a beautiful candle. Reclaim that one small space as your own peaceful corner. Then, next week, choose another. Let in the light. Open your curtains and blinds every single morning. Let natural light flood your space. Light has a profound effect on our mood and energy. Fill it with life. Bring in a few easy care plants. Their greenness brings life and something to nurture. Play music that stirs your soul and lifts your spirits. The music of your youth, classical symphonies, joyful jazz. Don't let your home be silent unless you choose for it to be. When your surroundings feel warm, clean, cared for, and alive with light and sound, you will find that you begin to feel that way too. Reclaiming your rhythm and your space is a profound declaration that your life right now is valuable and worthy of care and beauty. Part 2, re-inhabit your body with gentle movement and joy. When no one is there to see us, when no one is expecting us to go anywhere, it becomes incredibly easy to surrender to stillness. We sit to read the paper, we sit to watch the news, we sit to eat, we sit to think. Before we know it, the chair has become our primary companion. But your remarkable body, the vessel that has carried you through this entire life, still craves motion. The second powerful thing to do when you are alone is to consciously and joyfully re-inhabit your body through gentle, consistent movement. This isn't necessarily about strenuous exercise or joining a gym, unless that brings you joy. It's about remembering that movement is more than just a tool for physical health. It is a direct expression of life itself. Movement creates energy. It elevates mood. It keeps our connection to the physical world alive and vibrant. Neglecting movement doesn't just weaken your muscles, it can weaken your spirit. It can make you feel older, more fragile, and less capable than you truly are. But you have the power to change this, starting right now in the simplest of ways. Stretch into your day. Even before your feet touch the floor in the morning, gently stretch in your bed. Reach your arms overhead, point and flex your feet, gently rotate your ankles and wrists. Think of it as a gentle good morning to your body, waking up your muscles and joints with kindness. Find your daily rhythm of motion. A short 10-minute walk can change the entire trajectory of a day. If walking outside feels like too much, simply walk around your home for a few minutes every hour. Put on your favorite song, a swing tune from the 40s, a rock and roll classic from the 50s, a beautiful waltz, and just sway. Dance in your kitchen while you wait for the kettle to boil. No one is watching. This is for you. This is about feeling the life force in your own limbs. Embrace laughter as medicine. And while we're talking about moving the body, let's not forget one of the most joyful movements of all, laughter. When we're alone, we often forget to laugh. We might tell ourselves, there's nothing particularly funny about being by myself. But even in the quiet, you can intentionally invite joy. Watch a silly old movie or a favorite comedy show. Read a funny book or a comic strip that always made you chuckle. Call that one friend or family member who never fails to make you laugh. Laughter doesn't solve the problem of loneliness, but it profoundly softens its edges. It releases endorphins, lowers stress hormones, and fills your quiet home with positive energy. It's a physical act that lightens the emotional load, even if just for a moment. And those joyful moments add up. You haven't lost your ability to feel strong, to feel graceful, to feel joy in your own body. You may just need to gently, lovingly remind your muscles and your heart how. Move your body like it still belongs to you, because it absolutely wonderfully does. Part 3. Nurture your connections, both outward and inward. The third and perhaps most crucial invitation when you find yourself alone is to become an active, intentional cultivator of connection, both with the world outside and, just as importantly, with the world inside yourself. It's so easy when you are on your own to fall into the belief that no one notices you, that people are too busy with their own lives, that you've been forgotten. It's easy to wait by the phone, hoping for a call that may not come, and feeling a little more disconnected with each passing hour. But connection, especially in our later years, is rarely a passive activity. It's not about waiting for someone to knock on your door. It's about bravely, lovingly being the one who reaches out. Be the initiator. Call that friend you haven't spoken to in a while. Don't wait for a special occasion. Just say, "You were on my mind today, and I wanted to hear your voice." Say hello to the cashier at the store and ask them how their day is going, and truly listen to their answer. Join a group, online or at your local library or community center, that shares one of your interests. Or write a letter, a real physical letter, even if it's just a short note to say, "I'm thinking of you." People are out there, and many are just as hungry for connection as you are. But often, someone has to go first. Let that person be you. Start small. If making a phone call feels too daunting, start smaller. A simple smile and a good morning to a neighbor. A brief, pleasant chat with someone in line at the post office. These weak ties, as sociologists call them, can create a powerful web of casual connection that makes you feel part of the world. And as you nurture your connections outward, you must also turn your attention to the most important relationship of all, the one you have with yourself. We all carry on an inner conversation, and when we're alone, that inner voice can sometimes turn critical. It can remind us of regrets, of mistakes, of people we miss, of things we've lost. You have the power to gently change that inner conversation. Practice self-kindness. This is not fluff. This is essential fuel for your spirit. It starts with awareness. Catch yourself when you think, "I'm useless," or "no one cares," and gently, lovingly replace it with a kinder truth. "I am still here, and I still matter." Or, "Today I will do one small thing that nourishes me." Speak kindly to yourself. Talk to yourself as you would a dear, cherished friend. Acknowledge your sadness when it comes, but also remind yourself of your strengths, your resilience, your wisdom. Your mind is always listening. Your heart will respond to the kindness you offer it. This practice of self-compassion gives you the profound strength to keep going, even on days that feel particularly heavy or empty. This dual practice of reaching out and reaching in is the heart of combating loneliness. Which one feels more challenging for you right now? Reaching out to others or being kinder to yourself? Just acknowledging that can be a powerful first step. Part 4. Express your soul and honor your story. Sometimes the hardest part of being alone isn't the physical silence. It's the feeling that your thoughts, your memories, your very story have no place to go. It's the feeling of being invisible, that the world is moving on and you've somehow been left behind. The fourth powerful thing you can do is to honor your story and give your soul a voice through creative self-expression. Because when no one else is around to hear your thoughts, your own heart needs you to listen. You have lived a life filled with countless memories, hard-won lessons, moments of breathtaking joy, and times of deep sorrow. Every single one of those moments deserves to be remembered and honored. Write in a journal. You don't have to be a great writer. Simply putting your thoughts and feelings down on paper can be incredibly clarifying and healing. It gets them out of the endless loop in your head and gives them form. Start by writing just one memory a day, not for anyone else, but just for you. Describe a place you loved, a person you cherished, a challenge you overcame. Record your voice. If writing feels difficult, use the simple voice recorder app on your smartphone. Tell your stories out loud, even if the room is empty. Talk about your childhood, your first job, your proudest moments. You are creating a priceless oral history, a legacy of your voice and your experiences. Embrace creativity. When our minds are left to their own devices, they can start looping through the same old worries. One of the most powerful ways to break that cycle is to create something. It doesn't matter if it's good or perfect. It just has to be yours. Paint with watercolors. Knit a simple scarf. Bake a loaf of bread and savor the aroma. Write a poem. Make something with your hands, with your time, with your spirit. Creative expression is profoundly healing. It gives your unspoken emotions a place to go. It turns the invisible parts of you, your feelings and ideas, into something real and tangible. And when you look at what you've made, you will remember that there is still immense beauty inside you, still magic, still life waiting to be expressed. This act of creation is a powerful declaration. I am still here, and I am still creating. Your words, your memories, your creations, they matter. And perhaps someday someone else will read your journal or see your painting and feel less alone because of what you chose to share. Part 5. Find new purpose in giving and receiving. Our final invitation is about rediscovering a profound sense of purpose, which is so often the most effective antidote to loneliness. This involves a beautiful reciprocal dance, finding meaning and caring for something outside yourself, and also finding the strength to ask for and receive care when you need it. When you feel needed, you feel alive, and you are still needed even when no one says it out loud. Find something to care for. This can be beautifully simple. It could be a few houseplants on your windowsill that depend on you for water and light. Watching a flower bloom because you nurtured it is a powerful reminder of your ability to foster life. It could be a pet if your circumstances allow. The unconditional love and daily routine of caring for a cat or dog can fill a quiet house with immense warmth and purpose. Or it could be a neighbor who is less mobile than you and might appreciate a cooked meal or a friendly check-in. The act of giving fills the cracks that loneliness can leave behind. Give your wisdom. You have so much to give. Volunteer at the local library to read to children. Offer to mentor a young person in a skill you've mastered. Knit hats for a local hospital. The world still needs your compassion, your patience, and your invaluable lived wisdom. Don't hide it. There are people out there who would be profoundly grateful to receive it. And now for the other side of this dance, which for many independent people can be the hardest part. Don't be afraid to ask for help. You have been strong your whole life, but true strength isn't just about standing alone. It is also about having the wisdom to know when you need a hand. If you're struggling emotionally, physically, financially, please reach out. Call your doctor, talk to your pastor or a trusted friend. Let your family or your community know that you are hurting. People cannot support you if they don't know you need support. There is absolutely no shame in needing others. We all do. Being open about your needs is not a weakness. It is profound wisdom, and it allows you to heal, to rest, to receive care, and to begin again. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, when you are alone, never ever stop dreaming. You still have time. You still have choices. There is still more for you to see, to do, to learn, and to feel. Maybe it's finally taking that small trip to the coast you've always talked about. Maybe it's learning to paint with watercolors or speak a few phrases of Italian online. Maybe it's joining a local choir you've been too shy to try. Dreams don't belong only to the young. They belong to the living, and you are still so very much alive. So close your eyes, picture one small, new, joyful thing, and take one tiny step toward it. You might just surprise yourself with the magic that is still waiting for you. Final thoughts, a chapter of peace and rediscovery. You have journeyed with me through this conversation, and that in itself means something powerful. It means you care deeply about yourself. It means you haven't given up. It means you are still willing to grow, even in the quietest seasons of life. Being alone isn't always a choice. Sometimes life simply shifts around us. But here's what hasn't changed: your ability to choose how you show up for yourself each and every day. Your ability to decide how you'll care for your spirit, how you'll think, how you'll love, how you'll live. Yes, even now, especially now. So as we come to the end of our time together, I want to leave you with this simple but strong thought. You are not just filling time. You are still actively creating a life. One day at a time, one breath at a time, one small act of courage and self-love at a time. Loneliness may sometimes visit your door, but it does not have to move in and become a permanent resident. Because your heart still beats with purpose. Your hands can still create beauty. Your voice still holds immense meaning. You can choose to wake up each day and ask, what can I do today to feel truly alive? And the answers are there waiting for you. They are in that walk through your garden, in that phone call with someone who cares, in that cup of tea sipped slowly with a window open to the breeze, in a song, a prayer, a moment of unexpected laughter. This is not the end of your story. It is a softer, quieter chapter, yes, but one that holds its own unique and profound magic. It is a chapter with more space for deep reflection, for true peace, and for a beautiful rediscovery of the most important person you will ever know, yourself. So please, give yourself that gift. Choose to live these days fully, not just pass through them. If you felt moved or comforted by our conversation today, I would be so honored if you would leave a comment and share your thoughts, or perhaps tell us one small thing you're going to do this week, just for you. And if this message touched your heart, please give this video a like. It truly helps more people find this space, this warmth, this community. And don't forget to subscribe to Elderflowerings. We're here every week with honest, uplifting, real conversations for those of us walking this stage of life with strength and with soul. Because you are not alone, not anymore. We're walking with you. Here's to your peace. Here's to your strength. Here's to living your best life right now, right here, just as you are. You've got this, and we believe in you.